Haha, yeah, sit down. This is E at sitdowngames.com, and today we're taking a look at the capture feature on the new Mad Max game, which enables you to take some epic screenshots and enables you to record some of your own footage taking control of the camera. So let's take a look at this. It's a really cool feature, and I think it needs a little bit of limelight, so let's have a look. Right, so here we are in game, taking a look at the capture feature. So if you push the L3 and R3 on the PS4, you'll get into the capture mode, and here we are. First off, you've got the move and rotate with the camera. Some really cool, you can just get really far out and take some, look at that, that's just epic. You can take some epic shots with that. Also got a nice little tilt left and right function, tilting the camera. That'd be cool for some little close-up action shots maybe, to really focus in. And you can really go in close. Look at that. You can really go close into Max and see if we can get a real nice, look at that hair. That hair. The cosmetics of this game are just awesome. Awesome. Look at that. That's just great. The detail of this game just blew me away. I remember seeing the trailer. It's just awesome. And bringing this feature along with it is just, that's just the icing on the cake. Well, for me personally, I think it's amazing. Okay, so let's have a look what else we've got. We've got filters we can stick on here. There are 16 different filters to choose from. Some basic ones that you find in normal Photoshop. In Photoshop, you can do little effects like that, or apps, phone apps for your pictures and stuff. Are really cool. You can change the filter intensity as well, knock them up and down, as you can see. Just nice little touches. Yeah, I suppose if you mess around with that, but combining them with the other features that the capture mode has, really blends the lot together and can make for some really great imagery. So yeah, on to camera settings. Those of you know a little bit or a lot about cameras, about the exposure, the depth of field and such like that, then you'll be loving this as well. For those of you who don't so much, it's not that hard to understand. You just have a play around with the blur intensity, the depth of field, and like for focusing. As you can see here, really get a nice little focus on Max here. And for action shots, if you see some of our own stills that we've messed around with, and you can get some really good results. It's a lovely touch to have for your stills. Saves doing any after, like doing it within like Photoshop or anything afterwards. You can do it live in here, which is just great. So let's go on to the next thing. What we got Vignette, and as far as I know, these are just dark corners that appear and give like a nice edge to the image. There we go. The intensity up and down, it's nice. I suppose it closes it in, gives it a little bit of, I don't know, some sort of atmosphere. I don't know what you would label it as, but it looks kind of cool. Next, frames. Here we go. You can add a lot of different frames. There are 26 different frames here to choose from. Again, adjusting your intensity to how much you want, with a sort of, have a very sort of grunge feel, very, well, definite Mad Max feel, like with the blood splatters and the sort of metallic, sharp edges. Looks really cool. Loads of them, as I said, there was 26 to choose from. Really cool. On to the next is an overlay, which is really cool. As you can see, look, straight away, that sort of brings a new dimension into the image. It really roughens it up. It goes along with the feel and the cinematography of the game, and well, the film itself as well, the new film, which is really cool. And then next, I think, is the last lot, which is a logo. You stick a nice little Mad Max logo in there as well for a nice little finish off. You can either tuck it in the corner, make it quite big, make it quite small, and obviously change the intensity, which is the opacity for it as well. And there are 7 types of different Mad Max logos, which are quite cool to finish off. Look, we've done that, just literally sitting there, messed around for 2 seconds and come up with a nice little image, which is really cool. And you can save, as you can see, those settings will be saved. You can move around and adjust it. And as I think on the camera mode, if we go back to the camera mode, I think, or the camera setting modes, we have the filter is still set. Yeah, the exposure mode, that's it. Go back to camera settings. We have, the depth of field, and it's still, we're not even autofocusing on max, and that is still, that's probably good, that is. That's lovely. Nice. So yeah, that's just obviously in the time to come on the first when the game comes out, in the UK anyway. I'm expecting to see a lot of good stuff coming from this, probably a lot better than what we've managed at the moment, but there's going to be some amazing screenshots coming out, I feel. A bit like what they did with GTA 5. I can see a lot of good stuff coming from this. So yeah, let's move on to the video mode. So let's have a look. Go on there. We're on the capture mode, and here we go. See capture video. Play the game with your own filters and settings and capture video. So all the settings and filters that you had before in the image capture mode, you can actually, it can go into the video capture mode, which is really cool as well. And there you can see on the right hand side are all the different settings for the second controller. Now this is a really cool feature. Me and Woz have been messing around with this for a couple of minutes, and we started getting hooked already. I was just driving around in the car, and Woz was using his second controller to control the camera. You can do slow motion, pan it up and down, you know, attach the camera, tracking and stuff like this. It's really cool, lovely little feature, and just recording things. I don't know why, but it just seems like a little game in itself, like doing this, making your own little cinematic shots. Is really cool. Right, so overall, personally, I love this sort of feature and think all games should have it. GTA have their own editor, which I can't compare because I haven't used it. But for us here at Sit Down Games, we think the creators of this game have set a new benchmark, and we hope to see more of this type of feature in future games. So we hope you enjoyed this little review of Mad Max's capture mode, and don't forget to subscribe to us here on YouTube. Hit the red button. Also, you can follow us at Sit Down Games UK on Twitter, and also visit our website www.sitdowngames.com for more reviews and news on your games. So yeah, this is me, E, and from the Sit Down crew, sit down, and see you later.